In the next 30 days, I want to show you 3 free ways on how you can start getting results. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. So in today's class, we're going to talk about what it looks like for you to start getting results in the next 30 days. It don't matter what you have, a collection, a charge off, a bankruptcy, eviction, student loan, it don't matter. Child support, it can all come off of your credit report. If you follow these steps and understand the procedures, the credit bureaus have to follow because we need to hold them accountable. So I'm gonna show you everything you need to know, step by step by step. So grab a pen, go get some paper, and you know, hey, we're just gonna get something to drink today because, hey, this is gonna be a good one. First things first, before I get into the 3 free ways on how you can actually start getting results in the next 30 days, I want you to understand that there's a procedure what the credit bureaus have to follow, right? Yes, I'm gonna bring it up on the screen and read along with you, but however, I want you to go back and do some research as well, because once you understand, now you can educate the next person, and that person can educate the next person, that person can educate the next person. And guess what? We all educated around here and we have an understanding. And once we educated, we're very, very powerful because it's game over when it comes to that, right? So I want you to understand and go back and read. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and grab your book. If you don't have it, of course you can use Google. I'm gonna give you the link in the description so you can understand. But I'm gonna pull it up so you can have an understanding. But 15 USC 1681I, right? 15 USC 1681I, procedure in case of disputed accuracy. Now, there's an 8-step process when it comes to this, right? There's 8 steps, and within every step, there's a specific procedure that credit bureaus have to follow. Now, I can't go into all 8 of them. However, you can and go back and read every single last one of them and understand what's going on. Yes, now and then, I'm gonna break down the procedure and talk about it. But most importantly, you go back, do the research, have an understanding, and then, you know, come back to me and see what you have to say, right? Or see what I have to say of what this law means or what that law means, right? Because once all of us know what's going on, and we're gonna be very powerful. So let me get into it. So the first step, right? The first thing you need to understand that is the reinvestigation of disputed information. A, in general, subsection to F, and except as provided in subsection G, if the completeness or accuracy of any item of information contained in the consumer's file at a consumer's reporting agency is disputed by the consumer and the consumer notifies the agency directly or indirectly through a reseller of such dispute, the agency shall, free of charge, conduct a reasonable reinvestigation to determine whether the disputed information is inaccurate and record the current status of the disputed information, or, that key word, or, delete the item from the file in accordance with paragraph 5 before, we're gonna talk about paragraph 5, that's like the fifth step, before the end of the 30-day before the end of the 30-day period beginning on the date on which the agency receives the notice of dispute from the consumer or reseller, right? So basically, once you send in a letter, once you send in something, right, it's saying that everything is not accurate, please check it. They have 30 days right there that you just saw. They have 30 days according to the law to actually check out the information that you submitted free of charge to see if the account is complete and accurate. That's what they're supposed to be investigating. If it's complete and accurate, and if it's not complete and accurate, they have to delete it, right? They're supposed to delete it or modify. So we're gonna talk about that other procedure. Number 5, the other procedure that they have to follow once they receive the dispute. In order for you to start seeing some results in the next 30 days, you should already have done this step. But if you haven't done this step, this is step number 1, right? Is send out a free secret letter, right? Or you can write up your own letter actually stating, yo, I just want to challenge the completeness and accuracy of every single account on my credit report. I just looked at it and I don't understand what's going on, right? I see this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, all this is wrong. Can you please investigate every single account? And they're supposed to do a complete investigation, right? Or you can just grab my letter and it already basically template for you, and then you just put the account name. You can change it up into your wording and basically state what you need to state, and add 2 forms of identification and send it certified to make sure that credit bureaus receive this document, right? This is very important that the credit bureaus receive this document in order for the 3 free ways to be very, very effective, right? So make sure you send this out first with 2 forms of identification to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax first. All right, because the next step is gonna be, hey, you need to make sure you do it, all right? One more thing, before I go into the 3 free ways, right? Treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information, what's supposed to happen, right? I'm basically break it down. In general, if after any reinvestigation under paragraph 1, right, the one that we just read, paragraph 1, of any information disputed by a consumer, a item of the information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete, or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall, right? That's a very powerful word, right? Shall promptly delete that item of information from the file of the consumer or modify that item of information as appropriate based on the results of the reinvestigation, and promptly notify the furnisher of that information that the information has been modified or deleted from the file of the consumer. So basically what that's stating is, when they receive the investigation, right, there are things they have to do, either delete it or modify it, right? So what they don't do is modify it, or sometimes they delete it. What I mean by modify is, remember the open date last active, account number, date last reported. All that stuff is supposed to be 100% accurate on Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, right? We just tell them to just check the completeness and accuracy of every single account on the credit report, and that's their job to do a proper investigation. And if they don't do a proper investigation, they're supposed to either modify or delete the account, right? If it's not verifiable and all that extra stuff, right? If it's inaccurate, all that, right? They're supposed to do all that. Just read the procedure. So this is what they're supposed to do. However, they don't do it. And since they don't do it, we need to hold them accountable. And the only way to hold them accountable is actually applying pressure. And I'm gonna show you how to apply pressure every single day. Apply pressure on them, right? Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? We have to apply pressure, right? We can't let the next person or somebody else. We need to apply pressure every single day. All the time we need to apply pressure, right? Call, use the CF, we gotta do everything, exhaust all measures, right? Me and Mike is working on with an attorney so we can give y'all some assistance, right? So you can use the attorney to also apply pressure. But for right now, we, the consumers, have to apply pressure. So don't give up, don't quit, because your dream matter. Credit is credibility, and what we need right now is for the banks to understand that we have credibility out here in these streets, so we can go ahead and get what we need, whether that's a house, a car, or funding for our business. So here are the 3 free ways on how you can leverage the 3 specific entities that's going to help you hold the credit bureaus accountable so you can start seeing results, right? So make sure, we talked about it before, make sure you send the letter in. But if you already sent the letter in, what you want to do is leverage the CFPB, and also once you leverage the CFPB, you're going to submit a complaint, right? Walk through the process. Now, I can make an in-depth more video on how to submit a complaint, but there's plenty of videos already created on how to submit a complaint with the credit bureaus, with the CFPB, and file a complaint. Also, a lot of people really don't use the BBB, and I don't understand why. The BBB, if you have got results, let me know in the comments, right? And if you got results with the CFPB, also let me know in the comments. This is another place that a lot of people don't use, is the Attorney General, right? The Attorney General for your state. They're here to help you out, but what you want to do is pinpoint and show on how they violated your rights and didn't follow the procedure. This is very, very important, right? So all you gotta do is just file a complaint and show. You gotta show, not just talk about it. Show, highlight, circle. That's why I said send out the certified letter. Do what you need to do. This is very important. So you can use the CFPB, and you can also use the BBB, and then you can also use the Attorney General, right? And you can use these different places. File a complaint depending on which state you're in. If you're in Florida, right? Just go ahead and file a complaint. And then once you click on file a complaint, you'll be able to then do what you need to do to file a complaint. BBB, same thing. You can file a complaint on SCF. I mean, you can file a complaint on the collection agencies. You can file a complaint with against Expand, TransUnion, Equifax. You can also file a complaint, of course, with the CFPB and do the same exact process. Also, if you have a lot of hard inquiries on your credit report, whether you have 1, 2, 3, or 10, 20, 100, yo, if the credit bureaus are giving you the runaround every time you call them, I have a special video for you to watch. I want you to watch that video right there, because when you watch that video right there, it's basically going to walk you step by step by step how to remove all those hard inquiries off your credit report. All right, I'll see you in this video right here.